Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lighty, and this is episode 1 of our second season of Solo Self-Found. Hardcore, Harbinger, Path of Exile, Otherword. So we are doing Raider Ranger, and we are doing Cyclone as our first build. This is Harbinger League, this is hardcore, this is in 3.0, there's 10 acts, Labyrinth is easier, everything else is harder, maps are crazy, bosses have a ton of life. Let's fucking get it started. First things first, I'm buying a second iron ring. I cannot afford one. Okay. Thankfully, they do you a nice little service and put all the tabs you really want at the very back, so you have to slowly drag them up. They're so kind. Just put them in the front. It's not that hard. It can't be. So the gist of our tree is pretty simple. I'm grabbing the life here, getting finesse across here, coming through herbalism, going up here, phase acro, picking up all this good shit. Probably gonna go right to Blood Drinker. And then after that, we go down the highway into Thick Skin and into Duelist. So we're just pretty much gonna go straight to Acro, get all the effective life nodes, straight to Duelist, then straight to Resolute Technique. It's gonna be kind of a far highway, but not too bad. Just gonna be using Frost Blades until we get any sort of better skill. A lot of changes, quality of life things happen to the game, including audio changes, water changes, just like everything you could fucking imagine pretty much. So a lot of things feel better now, and it's really all been to revamp the leveling process. So we will see how good leveling in Solo Self-Found actually feels. A lot of the quest rewards were changed, a lot of them were crunched or moved, or some stayed the same. One of the ones that stayed the same, of course, was the Tidal Island. That still gives us a Quicksilver Flask. We are going to take advantage of that Quicksilver Flask and go to that quest right now. It really makes a massive difference when you get to move super quick like that. Haven't seen the Harbinger yet. So a lot of enemies hit a lot harder now, and they have a lot more life. So you won't be surprised if I die to some random bullshit pretty early on, like Glacial Cascade. You know, when they buff a spell, for example, buffing Glacial Cascade, it buffs the enemies that cast that spell as well. So if they buff Cyclone, which they did, any boss that uses Cyclone is going to hurt a lot more. Got my little fucking glass shank. You may notice that there's a bird following me. This is a dove. I think it's a white dove, pigeon, white dove. This is from the newest newest mystery box, which you can buy, light and dark, basically chaos order. A lot of whatever stuff, a lot of stuff I didn't really enjoy, but I had extra points, I bought it, and I got a little dove, and he's cute. It's crazy since they only did there's only one time you're gonna be doing all these quests now, since you don't have to repeat them for Cruel and Merciless. The difficulties are locked behind Act 5 and 10. That this is the only Mudflats this character's ever gonna do. It's kind of nostalgic a little bit. So because of that, there's no reason not to do the quests as you're passing through the zones in a way. So as I pass through every zone, for example, the Fetid Pool in a second, I'm gonna probably go do it and just get my 2 respect points and get it over with. Like I said, there's kind of no point. I really don't want to come back here, so might as well get experience while I'm relative to the zone's level. And having played 24 hours pretty much the first day of this league straight in the Harbinger Softcore League, I can tell you that a lot of the endgame content for questing is really fucking hard, and not the best thing for melee, but I'm gonna press on, and maybe our second character will fare better if this one doesn't quite make it. But who knows? I'm gonna stay optimistic. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it great. Oh boy, there's a Harbinger. So Harbinger mechanic is pretty simple, and that is Harbinger's an invulnerable guy that walks around, and you have to kill all the shit he summons, and that's how you damage him. I'm honestly not a big fan of the fact that we can't deal damage to the Harbingers themselves. But that might just be the mapping version, is it can actually hurt them. Because as far as questing state goes, I just kind of slap the zombies that they summon, and then that's that. You can see his life going down as it kills zombies. He gives them buffs and stuff, and sometimes he has blasphemy and stuff, but that's that. And then he drops shards, so it's the same system like regular alchemy shards. But there's ones for other currencies as well. These are already actually exist in the game, but he'll drop ones for Exalted Orbs, he'll drop shards for Chaos Orbs, any kind of shard at this point. So it's just more currency, more smaller currency to deal with. Oh, another Harbinger. You normally get at least one in the zone, sometimes there's more. Oh, and we got anything new? Binding. Binding's a new one. Orb binding is an orb. It's basically an alchemy mixed with a fusing. So what it does is you alch a white item like a normal alchemy, and it makes it random rare. It also 4-links it. So if it's a helm, chest, boots, it'll 4-link it. You can't 4-link something that can't be 4-linked like a wand, but it's really good for just tossing on boots every here and there while leveling. Oh jeez, there's always fucking one remaining. Oh, there it is. Thank God I didn't get cucked today. I see Haku. Seems they buffed the spawn rate and the experience that masters give. So I left leveling on my other character on softcore around Act 10 with like 2 level 5 masters, which is like crazy to get that high. And I wasn't like chasing them down, it was just casually doing them. So master seems to have gotten a lot of quality of life buffs, which is nice. Just got finesse. Now we're gonna pick up Heart of Oak. It's gonna have some base mana like life regen. I really want to get at least 1% life regen because without it, it feels pretty fucking poop. But 1% is nice. Little dove boy, little dove boy. I don't realize how fucking big these crabs are unless you zoom in. Like they're like fucking half the size of me. Yeah, Haku. Glyphs in. Let's push forward and get our passive point. So they added a lot of like starter tutorial support gems, some of which are like lesser poison, chance to bleed. All of them are pretty meh, but chance to bleed is quite fucking good in my opinion. So yeah, let's go with that one. And cleave still feels the best in my opinion as well. So let's get that. And now we have to go buy a 2-hand axe or weapon and get a red. We picked up 3 red helms from the vendor because those fucking dank links and colors. And we're going to be using chance to bleed, cleave, and eventually added fire. Then swap out the cleave for sunder. Since we can only use cleave with a sword or axe, you got to find a sword or an axe. Not that Frostblades is bad, I just think cleave is a little bit better. Because of the new MTX tab, we can actually set up our dank looking fucking MTXs right out the gate. And then when we're done, or whenever we actually place gear over the slots, it should just fill up instantly. Now we have our like dank MTXs set up and our little dove is ready to go. Let's start progressing. Elrion. Oh, I see you, baby. Gimme. Oh, look at the mob density. And there is Elrion done. Nice in the minimap, it shows you where there's like events or occurrences. So I know that that door to lead down to the crab is over here. It's pretty nice. A lot of the minimap changes are pretty good in my opinion. It's like there's so many really good nodes I want to pick up, but I can't pick up all at once. You know, I want to get Heart of Oak. I want to work our way through Herbalism. I want to pick up Acro, go all the way down here, get Vitality Void in this little like mana node, up into Duelist, get Mana Flows in Art of the Gladiator, get RT. So much good shit I need to get. And passive point acquired. Ledge. It's very bittersweet going to ledge for me because last season in Solo Southbound we did so much ledge in so many different spots, and this is the only ledge I'm ever gonna be able to see. There's no cruel and Merc ledge. This is just I just gotta enjoy ledge and normal the one time and move on, which is very sad thing. My ledge meta is gone. Don't forget, you know, flasks are very important. You can vendor 3 flasks of a lower tier to get one of a higher tier. Now your gem vendor also will have flasks, but sometimes don't have the ones you want. So it's good to check that out. You can actually grab Primal Spirit. It does give strength in int. So we actually think we might go for that really early on. Just give us some base strength along with our Amber Amulet in 2 seconds here. This Legion weapon effect looks like a fucking lightsaber. Like it's crazy looking. Goodbye to our first and last ledge. You will be missed. You will be missed. Oh god. Lost our block chance though. Be careful over here. This is a lot of goats and they actually can kill you even on like like this low of a level. Shit'll catch you off guard. Never mind. Volley is a prophecy person you have to rescue her one time, and because there's no difficulties, prophecies just apply to everything. So you could actually start using silver coins right away, and they'll apply to your leveling process. This could be semi-beneficial because you might find things that help you out in leveling and gearing up, or you could decide to hoard them all because you still can't proc the map exclusive things at this point in time. You know, you have to have hit the zone to at least proc a prophecy that's specified for that zone. So I can't proc something for T10 if I've never been at T10, and you know that trickles down to every situation. But if I just like, hey, I want to do a prophecy, could get some good shit early on, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, it works out. You can use your coins if you want to. I like to save them at least until like Act 5, because then I can have access to all of the upgraded, the faded uniques. I'm pretty sure that's how it works at least. The Uber Lab trials themselves, I haven't changed. Some of them changed locations, like in Act 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, depending on doing Cruel and Merc Lab, but yeah, ones for normal is exactly the same. Chamber of Sins changed a little bit, as in the waypoint changed. I think that's about it though. Damn it. Shit in the bed over here. Alright, prison lab trial done. Fucking necromancers, fuck you. Sawbones. Big ass annoying necromancer. He's just bleeding himself to death. Look at that. The bleed is so good. It's just so fucking good. By the way, my character's name, Lighty, gonna die to Katava. Katava is the boss you fight in Act 5 and Act 10, finally. And he's an asshole, so that's my guess, is if I'm gonna die, it's probably gonna be to Katava. I look like a fucking Sith Lord right now, actually. The goal is to bleed him out and then run him around, kind of. Can't tell when I'm... Kind of hard to see when he's bleeding because it's so covered in like blood and shit anyway. Oh, I heard it that time. There's the movement. Oh, it does so much more damage when he runs around. And he should be going down. There he goes. Guess what? We're using fucking one-hand axes now. Goodbye, little lightsaber. Hello, Gimli. And the dogs are a little bit different here. They're a little spookier looking, a little uglier. I tend to like to gather a lot of mobs at once and then just kind of AoE them down. Just feels best for leveling. Defend the relic. A minute. Alright, I'll wait it. Elrion and Haku are the two most important masters at the start of the league. They give you resistance on rings, amulets, and Haku does boots, helm, chest, gloves. You know, the whole shebang-a-bang. Tor is also pretty good too. Basically all the res slots you need. It just helps you get res capped, and res capping is pretty important after Act 5. Level 2, Elrion. Especially in solo self-found and in a new league even more so. Pick up all currency, armor scraps, whetstones, every single portal scroll, every single anything. Pick it all up. You just want to stockpile shit currency. That's like the best thing to do to start. It feels the best, and you're going to thank yourself later. Just bite the bullet in your first character, pick it all up. Because odds are you're probably A, going to use it all, and B, you know, it's one of those things you want to have and rather not need than need and not have. When I'm going to Ship Graveyard, I tend to push through to caverns first, since activating the waypoint is what finishes the quest for Merville. That lets you unlock the level 12 spells and attacks, which are just, in most cases, significantly stronger than any of the attacks and spells you have at the moment. Stuff like Sunder and Firestorm and Blade Vortex and all that good shit. Unless, of course, this happens and I just happen to stumble upon the fucking graveyard thing. There she blows. Give me my slave girl thing. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, slave girl. Oh, we have a chaos shard and an engineering shard. Chaos shard just becomes a chaos orb. Everyone knows what that is, or should at least. Engineering shard becomes an engineering orb, which is extremely lackluster. Now, engineering orb, all it does is it makes a strongbox increase its quality. Same way that like whetstones and everything else works. So, you know, if it's magic strongbox, it gets 2%. If it's a, you know, rare strongbox, whatever, you know, it just keeps going up. So, basically, 4 of these equals a 20 quality strongbox in most scenarios. But the only time I ever really want to use it, I think, is going to be when I'm using it on a Diviners or maybe a Kartos, but most likely just a Diviners. Boom, level 2 Haku. Pretty fucking nice. Oh shit, Rogue Exile. Oh man, first exile, solo self-found. Let's go, baby. Fat loot. And entering Merville's Cavern, the Cavern of Wrath. The first part, second one being Cavern of Anger. We unlock the waypoint, which actually triggers our quest. I personally always put my movement skill to E. That's just how I like it. Oh, look how slow that is. Should be able to get Herbalism from here. 1, 2, 413 life. Not too bad. We have finished every fucking quest in this place, so let's go do Merville. Haven't a ton of cold res, but I think it'll be okay-ish. Leaf Slam. Oh boy. Leaf Slam. Oh, it wasn't right. Nope, not good. Slap, slap, slap. Slapping the shit out of her. Giant Demon Claw. Leaf Slam. And Merville is dead, and we are into Act 2. 2 of 10. That's right. 10 acts. Because this is 3.0. Little Dove, help me. Guide me. Show me the way, Dove. Show me the way. This way? Okay.